All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for RWBY Volume 6, Chapter 10. All right, so we have the gang essentially on the same page together now.
Yeah, more or less.
Yeah, more or less. Crow got a good snap kind of talking to.
Yep.
And that's good.
Right, so now we're going to steal a ship.
Yeah, we're going to do something. We're going to have a plan. Jean has a plan. We need everyone involved in this plan.
Yep.
We have some ideas of how they'll make this plan work, but yeah. It's got to be a lot of moving parts, a lot of moving pieces, and there are a lot of other pieces moving that aren't on the protagonist side, and are quite antagonistic towards their actions.
Yeah.
So things could be coming to a head real soon. After all, there's only 3 chapters after this.
Yes.
I think so.
Yes.
Yeah. So dang, guys, here we go, Volume 6. Without further ado, let's get into it.
All winds engaged. Interceptors 3 and 4. Take Bogey's 2 o'clock, Angel 6.
Do you see that?
It's interesting because, you know, when you think about starting a sci-fi like this, you know, they need to, you know, have the world building set up really hard from the get-go.
Yeah.
And the way it was described initially was that there's a bunch of factions, but there's no war yet. So I'm interested to see if they're like, nope, everything just starts at war immediately.
Or maybe that bit was actually like from the past.
You know, possibly. That could be smart, yeah. Queen! Yeah. Yas, Queen. I love how, like, Hammer Time's memes have, like, become, like, our, like, canon in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
She is not only the Ice Queen, she is the Dab Queen.
Yep.
You know? Dream to pass. No, you cannot wait. Down. So that bit in the opening with Crow seems to have been his depression, you know.
Right.
It was a metaphorical thing for just the darkness that he fell into.
Yeah.
I like also that it was him unintentionally falling into it. But,
gotcha.
But him drinking left him defenseless.
Right, yeah,
Otherwise he might have been able to resist it. Yeah. To anyone.
I'm so glad that's over and done with.
Find our way. What's over and done with?
Jean being all angsty and mad at Oscar.
Yes, for sure.
This sequence really is great.
Wow.
That was really good.
That was really good.
I was relieved to hear that you came to your senses,
Oh,
Mishni.
my God.
Many of us were devastated when we heard you would be attending Beacon Academy. Knowing that you'll be returning to Atlas just warms my old heart.
It was time to get my act together and go back to my roots.
I can't wait to see you follow in your sister's footsteps.
Absolutely.
I'm sending 2 of my best guards to personally escort you. Make sure General Ironwood hears that part.
Not these 2.
Assist you with your bag. Hi, what a heavy bag.
Oh, that's all right.
Nonsense. Allow me to assist as well.
What's inside the bag? It's Ruby.
Just like we practiced.
Oh no! Look at that! He's just going to miss you so much.
Oh my gosh. That is adorable and hilarious. What?
That was close.
And they're still going in the background.
Heavy. It's all muscle.
Oh, it's Maria.
We're on board.
All right. We'll all watch
Nice.
our scrolls. The second Weiss is out of range of the comm tower, that'll mean she's out of range of the radar too.
And that's when Glenn steps in. We're almost at the drop-off.
Cool.
Okay.
Oh.
1, the radar box is separate from the rest of the communications equipment. So if you disconnect it properly, it won't take out comms for the rest of the city.
But it'll leave it vulnerable to
This
attack.
conversation never happened.
Yeah.
Don't worry. This isn't the first time I've disabled Atlas security.
Never happened.
Yeah. Yeah, I was
This
thinking
could
about
go
that too.
very badly.
You
Yeah,
sure
there's-
it shouldn't come with? More intruders means we're more likely to be seen. Besides, stealth isn't exactly your,
Forte.
I mean, you're great, and I'll hurry back.
Ha!
Go.
Oh, that is so cheesy.
That was so cheesy.
I love it. I love it.
Yes, it's all going to plan.
Uh-oh. Why'd you have to jinx it?
Yeah.
I mean, Roger.
Keeping Crow far away from everybody.
Yep. Keeping Crow way over here. Nothing can go wrong.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, Queen, let's go.
Miss Knee, for your own safety, we must request. Traitor! This parachute won't excuse you of your treachery!
Ah! Oh my gosh!
And you're sure you can fly
Oh.
Missy, I was the Grim Reaper. What part of best huntress of her generation don't you understand?
Right.
Technology,
But
though.
Your eyes.
Oh, what?
Cool.
She's in the ship!
That you said your eyes were in desperate need of repair.
This is too comical.
I love it, though.
Yeah, but something's gonna go badly.
Yeah, but not for now. Not for now.
All right, guys, this is it.
Yep.
Blake, you're up. Blake?
Oh.
Yang? What's going on?
I don't know.
Ma'am, we've got something on radar.
Wait.
And who would be foolish enough to enter our airspace unannounced?
Apparently, us, ma'am.
Manta 5-1, this is Argus Base.
Huh.
We see you've circled back. What's your status? Over.
Why can they see us?
Somebody dropped the ball. Don't
Yeah.
worry. I've worked with
Blake.
Argus forces before. I know their jargon. Argus Base, this is Manta 5-1. Feel free to gap off. Thought we were going to scrub due to FOD, but we're back up and green across the board. Over.
Manta 5-1, return to base immediately or you will be treated as hostile.
I thought you said you knew their jargon.
Jargon was fine, but our pilots aren't elderly women.
Yeah.
Well, they got me there. Whew, my mind really is going. Why would you kids let me fly this thing?
Calavera! You and those insolent children are up to something, aren't you?
You thought you could undermine my authority? If you don't return my ship this instant, I'll make an example out of you.
She's like a
I will
femme
show you the
Farquaad.
true might of Atlas.
You hear that, Cordo?
Oh my god.
That's the sound of me not caring!
Okay, that was great.
We're in
That was
trouble.
great.
Cordo's onto us, and Maria isn't helping.
Why is the radar still up?
We don't know. Blake isn't responding.
What do we do?
Keep the ship in one piece.
Oh boy.
Maybe we should fly over to help Yang and Blake first?
Damn it!
Cordo's gonna scramble her fighters. We've got maybe 90 seconds before they're in the air and all over Weiss and Maria. This is all my fault.
What are you talking about? Your semblance?
Every choice I've ever made has led me here. I dragged you along with me. Oz, myself, the others.
He's gonna split, isn't
for
he?
the mess
Yeah.
the world's in now. I shouldn't have come. Shouldn't have let any of you come. What was I thinking?
Oh, buddy.
We're all in this together, and we're all going to do the best we can. That's
Yeah.
all anyone can do. And I know it's what you've always aimed for. We would have come whether or not you'd let us, so stop talking like we're your responsibility. We're not. but we could still use Crow Bronwyn on our side.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Full name. Good call.
How did you grow up so fast?
I had good role models.
Guys?
She's not sending fighters.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
New Atlas technology.
Yeah. Oh,
no
dang.
way.
It's a gun, like a big turret, a mech?
What, oh, this is just one giant mech.
It's a giant boot, remember?
Yeah,
that was foreshadowing.
Clearly the people have forgotten that they live in peace thanks to the awesome might of Atlas.
Wow. All right.
Cordovin piloting that?
Consider this a reminder.
Oh my god.
Crap.
What?
Are you okay? I am, but she's clearly lost her mind.
It was merely a warning shot.
All Atlas personnel stand by and watch how your leader maintains order.
Wow.
All right.
Nuts.
Yeah, here we go.
It's time you ask yourselves, children. Do you truly wish to defy me?
That seems a bit
Right.
excessive.
I need you on the ground if we're gonna take this thing down.
Why is the radar up? We don't know. Blitz and funding.
No way. Is
Adam
God,
here?
It's Adam.
It's
Yeah.
Adam. It's Adam. Yeah.
To finally have time to ourselves.
Oh my
Don't you
god. What's,
think?
Leave me alone!
what's that mask thing?
Because he got rid of
I waited
his grim mask.
so long
But why is he
for
just...
you to be away from them.
Oh my gosh,
Wow.
you creeper.
But Yang's coming down too.
Whoa. Okay, here we go. Let's fight.
All right.
Why did you have to come into my life and ruin everything?
You stalked me across Anima. I don't want anything to do with your life.
Okay. Nice. Whoa. He could have killed her right there. Like he hit with the butt of the blade. Intentionally. Oh,
how is he so
God,
fast?
He's so fast. Oh! Oh my god.
Let go of the past, Adam. Do it for yourself.
Just forget it all? Is that what you did to me? You just threw our memories away?
Wait.
Adam!
You're crazy, Adam!
You go once already, Blake. I'm never making that mistake again.
He's gonna die here.
He's going to get humiliated here. That's what it is.
He's been humiliated before.
No. Not at the feet of Yang and Blake.
Okay, that's wow.
Because here's the thing.
That was really good.
He's crazy.
Oh, totally.
Like he's not
There are
even
a lot of
making.
crazy
He's not
things
even
here.
making sense. Like he's actually contradicting himself, like mid conversation and stuff. So, like,
baby.
Like he's not gonna die. It's gonna be worse because with how he's set up, he has no room to grow. Like his character is a dead end. So what he needs to go is be made low, like made laid really low. Like take his sword and break it. Like take his edge, everything about him.
Right.
Strip off that stupid mask and see what his deal is. Okay. Cool.
All right. That was well done.
So they told us what the next episode's going to be like.
Yep.
A mech fight?
Yeah.
Against Team Ruijun.
But not
Ruijun.
because
Junior.
Yang and Blake aren't there.
Yeah.
So there's that. But
yeah.
But wow. Okay, Adam's there. That was handled very nicely. I love that they didn't show anything until the very end, you know? But seriously, what is it? And yes, I know that Adam isn't actually going to die. But the thing is, there's going to be a point where Adam gets defeated for good. And the fact that he's clinging...
Removed as a threat.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the fact that he's clinging so hard to this, it's not going to go well for him, which is going to be awesome to see.
I mean, we've been waiting, armed and ready, told us basically what we have to look forward to. And this is something that I think we've all been waiting for since Volume 3.
Yeah, for sure. And, okay. But the fact that he was able to keep up with Blake like that, that doesn't seem right. Like it maybe that's hinting at his semblance possibly or something like that, or because the thing is that no one should be able to touch Blake as far as mobility goes, except for maybe Ruby.
No, remember he's older and he's probably a more capable fighter. So I think that his thing is that they fought for so long together that she doesn't have any moves that he doesn't know about. And that's what makes it extra creepy, is her thing of like, oh, I'll do my little rebound with my after image trick. And he's like, I've seen all that before. I know exactly
he did fall for it in Volume 3, but yeah.
Yeah, you mean Volume 5?
Well, that too. Yeah.
Well, Volume 3's, I feel like he had already stabbed her. Remember?
Sure.
He had stabbed her.
Yeah.
And she got stabbed.
Right.
But in Volume 5, no.
Yeah, Volume 5, that was just like, okay.
Yeah.
But okay, but one thing, this is crazy theory.
Okay.
But what if, as a way to show how sort of crazy Adam is it possible for someone's semblance to change in the same way that people change? Or is it possible because he's so obsessed with her, what if his semblance took on something that was about her? Whether it was as much as getting the same semblance as her, or
even though he literally did the energy absorption redirection thing with the blade.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. But yeah.
No, what I like about your theory is that, let's say he's laid low. And he's broken. He's beaten.
Right.
He's humiliated. And then he is given the opportunity to change.
And of course he's not going to.
Well, no. Like, this is the thing. They gave Adam an actual backstory.
They did.
Character short.
They did.
Why would they do that if they weren't going to characterize him in some way?
Sure, and they do have multiple episodes left in this volume, or chapters.
I think the bigger thing here is that you think about what they've been doing with Emerald recently. The things that they've been doing with Cinder recently.
All right.
The things about Adam. You have all these people that really, in the grand scheme of things, Salem doesn't really care about.
No, not at all.
Not really. But if you think about what the heroes represent to Salem, it's not really that they have any power that can defeat her.
No.
As far as we know.
Right.
But what they represent is a united resistance, an actual group that can't be splintered by Salem's,
hopefully, eventually,
efforts to divide. I think that this actual volume was meant to show that.
Gotcha.
Because there was something that nearly broke them. But that was a chance in a lifetime, monstrosity grim, and the reveal of Ozpin's essential manipulations and schemes.
Sure.
And none of that was actually Salem's effort directly.
Right.
Which I think is really good, because that means that now, whatever Salem has to bring to the table, they've already resolved their stuff here. They're resolute. Their why is established. Adam and Cinder and Emerald and all these characters have lost their way.
Okay.
I think that's a good kind of thing to kind of tie them all together. But wouldn't it be awesome, though, to at the end have people like Adam, Cinder, and Emerald all working against Salem together with the main characters?
When we reach the lowest point, we're open to the greatest change. Yeah. And
I don't think that Adam has a good chance of this.
No.
Especially not anytime soon. But imagine if we just treated him like he deserves. We beat him. They beat him. Cast him aside. Be like, just go go spend some time alone,
right,
with your thoughts and think about who you want to be.
Yeah, because
and then
feel
just
like,
leave him.
I feel like with
Forget.
Adam, like the thing that you said of don't lose your way is really good, and I would take it one step farther to, particularly with Adam, he's never really found his way. Because everything that he seemed to do was always in response to what other people had done, you know, slights and things like that, right? The spite aspect.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so. I think in the character short, they were showing that his thing was he bought in a little too much to the hype of
his own hype
and the hype of the revolution. So I think that he probably started out in the same ways that Blake did, and Blake was able to see that. The problem is we are going off of a little bit of inferred suppositions and stuff, not really actual screen time showcasing.
Right, more of just Blake talking about him.
Yep.
Yeah.
But what we did see was that there was a very clear change, and it was very gradual. And I think that's an important thing to distinguish, is that it was a gradual change, but it was also, like you're saying, a little bit of an unveiling that some of that was there early on. But I think it was magnified and grew as he focused on it.
Sure, yeah, what you focus on, you find, absolutely.
Yeah, and then he became a creature of hate and spite.
Right, and then now he's seeing just how hollow and empty that is.
So he's going a little crazy.
Right, he's going a little crazy, and that might be how he starts to find his way, because then he can see that what he had before, it was kind of all smoke and mirrors, right?
Yeah. I don't think Yang and Blake are going to kill him, but I wouldn't be surprised if they broke like a leg or an arm of his.
And and I'm just gonna say, I would not be surprised if he died here. I would be absolutely surprised if Blake and Yang killed him, and I don't think he's going to. But if it did happen with something, because the thing is, Adam is the instrument of his own undoing.
Yes. Okay.
You know.
Sure.
So, and granted, cliffs haven't exactly.
We don't have any cliffs near here. Those are by the RWBY Team RWBY crew.
And they did just fall a really long way, and their aura didn't even break or anything like that. But that would have been a nice thing to add, like maybe stakes to the match. But the fact that that didn't happen means that it kind of has just started.
Yeah, the fight's just begun.
Right.
And Yang's coming in as reinforcements.
So this will be great. It'll be a very character-centric finale to this, which is going to be awesome. Because
and this isn't even the finale.
No.
We still have 3 episodes after this. So, guys, like,
they could have a dedicated next episode for just the mech battle and the Adam versus Blake and Yang.
Or they could have like 2 episodes for like some aftermath spilling over into the next episode.
Sure.
And then actually the repercussions of what happens within the fight. Because let's imagine Cordova.
Something like that.
Maria Calavera, and then we have what's her name, Cordova, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
She probably hit some kind of button that is like, we're being attacked, so we need approval to use the great weapon.
Yep.
And Atlas is like, oh, you're being attacked? Yeah, absolutely. Approval to use the great weapon. We're sending our people to come investigate, this whole thing here.
We're sending support because you pressed the button of everything has gone to shit.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. I would love to see Winter show up and be like, what the hell is going on here?
Which would be great, because that would be sort of the instrument of their undoing as far as What's-Her-Face is concerned, but then also the salvation, so to speak, of Team RWBY and Junior, because then it's like, oh, you need to get to Ironwood. Oh, you have... Oh, okay. Yeah, cool. I'll personally take you back.
Right. Yeah, it would be interesting to have a little bit of comeuppance on Cordova's part from within the own organization, because there is so much, I would say, overt kind of nonsensical action taken on her part with regards to this whole thing. I understand the thing of, you stole a ship, bring it back here, we'll shoot it down.
Yeah.
But we're going to bring out the super weapon to show you the might of Atlas. I'm like, that's funny. That's really funny.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see this fight, for one.
It's going to be great. It's going to be fantastic.
Because you remember the last time we had a mech versus team fight? That was a legit fight.
That was a legit fight, and that was
4 volumes ago.
That was 4 volumes ago, and granted, Roman was involved in that, even though he didn't give many quips.
Right.
But this is a much bigger, crazier mech, so the kinds of things that they'll have to do in order to actually scratch it, like even just scratch it. I mean, I suppose they could just throw Crow inside it and, wait for it to fall apart, but, But barring that,
I would love to see a little crow like flitting around the inside, like biting cables and like going.
Or just letting his semblance do its work, you know.
But I don't think he can speed it up or anything.
Right.
It would probably take a lot of time.
But you know, that machine probably has a lot of things that need to go right in order for it to keep functioning. You know, they probably have fail safes and whatnot. But
who's John gonna super juice up with his semblance?
He could super juice Crow. I'm just saying. Like, I don't know if that would work that way, but that would be pretty cool.
But what if it's Nora? Because that thing was an electrical-based attack.
Oh, dear Lord.
Okay, guys, calling it now. No, so the electrical-based attack is going to shoot there. Nora's going to charge it up. John's going to supercharge her.
Okay.
And then she's going to turn into a god and destroy this thing in one hammer punch.
Like, you know what would be even better? And this is completely silly and ridiculous. But Cordova is so convinced of the big dick energy of Atlas, basically, that she's going to keep firing at Nora after Nora absorbs it. Nora's going to sit there and absorb it, and then what they can do is they can just basically be like, all right, cool, we don't even need a ship at this point. Nora, everyone grab tight. They just launch themselves all the way to Atlas.
Yeah, I think we're dealing in tens of miles. You know, it's not even like the island is in sight from here.
Right. And I think the horizon is only 4 kilometers, so it could be, you know, but yeah, it's far away. But
it's far away.
But the thing is, you know, like, think about it. It'd be great. Picture it, you know.
Yeah, I think also the fact that there are so many of them would probably reduce that chance. But maybe if her and Ren alone just wanted to have some kind of, you know, moment alone together, finally in the sky, they join the Mile High Club like in motion, you know.
That it's way simpler. Cordova keeps shooting Nora, and then Nora's just like, all right, cool, and just goes over. The whole thing explodes.
They like make this like really meta, have like immigrant songs start playing.
And okay, you know what would make that perfect is if they timed it with like Adam shouting.
That's all I want to hear.
Angry goat, yeah.
Angry goat intensifies. Okay, so we had a really good plan going here.
Yep.
I like that they utilized Hera's knowledge of not only the tower defenses and stuff, but also the radar in addition to communications, so that the radar essentially has the max range of the local communications tower, so they would know at what point she left and at what point she came back. However, I think they should have taken down the radio tower a lot sooner. Now, the reason why they probably needed to do this in the same interval is because they needed to basically have the radar tower see them leave their own airspace. So then once they come back, it's blind. So there's that interval. And that was I'd say the like Mission Impossible aspect of the plan. That was really cool.
Yeah.
But it was a bit impractical that they would send the smallest group to take care of the radar tower.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense because they want it to be an infiltration thing, and Blake is best suited for that. It really is one of those things where the plan would have gone perfectly.
If not for Adam.
Yeah. You know, and the fact that he had been following them this entire time, it's like, oh, okay, of course.
So all the hallucinations and the... Well, actually, no.
Okay.
Just the train.
Yeah.
Because the train, he had a different garb on his head.
Yeah, here's one idea, though. What if Adam had some kind of teleporting?
What? Why do you keep giving Adam new powers?
Okay, I'm just saying that they could just gloss over it. But when you do things like this where, you know, you'll see a character and then you don't see them, you know, the next second.
Yeah. Everyone's really fast in this story, Jacob.
I guess.
In this universe, but just go back to the trailers, man. Everyone's like blinking around basically with how fast they are.
But if you're fast enough to move that fast, then you're fast enough to keep up with people that are that fast. You know, because you fight these people and they don't instantly kill you. So, anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is not one of those...
If they don't do anything for how Adam is able to just keep up with Blake, I will be a little bit disappointed. They could totally have it be that he just understands how she moves and stuff, and he's able to predict what she's going to do. But, like, there was very clear things where it's like, he's way down there, she does her blink up here, and then he's already up there, and it's like...
Yeah, it took her about 5 seconds in order to do that thing, though.
not 5 seconds, but
I can go back and look, and it's probably about 4.5 seconds.
Well, either way, it's one of the things where they show her moving while he is not moving, and
we just don't show him at all. That's the point. Is that we have a clear point of time where he's moving,
but it just seems like one of those things that Rooster Teeth sometimes does, where they'll do shots in certain ways to sort of like build tension, but it kind of breaks down when you actually like look at what is happening
or not happening.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I see what you're saying. We had a lot of that in Volume 5. The thing I'm saying here was that Adam's not in the shot when she's doing her move to get up to the next level. And then the minute we see her in the next thing there, he's already up there.
Right.
And it makes it seem like he teleported, and that is I think an intentional choice to make him seem extra creepy.
Right. This is the reason why it makes me wonder is that they've stopped doing the propulsion in midair using the blowback from your weapons and stuff. They've started using it less and less. And one of the things that they highlighted in this fight that was really cool is how Blake, because she can just transpose herself, her aerial mobility is almost unmatched. Right.
Yeah, it's really good.
It's insane. She can just boom be somewhere. Right.
Yeah.
So the fact that they were doing that and we didn't get to see at least Adam doing any of those knockback things, and his weapon doesn't really even seem to have much like knockback. It's not much of a ranged weapon anyways. Like I guess
did you not see him shoot the hilt with the
No, yeah, it has that.
He
but
launched it.
But he's never done that as a way to launch himself.
No, he doesn't need to. When he's been moving and stuff, he basically does some kind of like ninja
right.
And he just launches himself straight in a direction, ignoring gravity, ignoring all that other stuff. And so all you would have to do is go
if that's all it is, then that bugs me.
Okay,
because they tied it in so well with Blake's semblance. But yeah.
Okay, because the way I looked at it was they're on a tower, right? There's 2 panels. There's 2 levels. She basically jumped out, flung herself up with her weapon, came up, transposed herself, with her semblance to turn the direction back and jump over here. That whole process was a multi-move setup.
And Adam should have had to do exactly the same thing.
No. All he would have to do is run to the side, jump up, fling himself over, and he was there.
Oh, I'm more talking about when they're in the air.
Yeah, but they weren't in the air.
No, there was a point where they were in the air, and then Blake basically...
When they're falling?
Yeah, I don't know if it was when they were falling, but basically Blake used her semblance to, like, they had jumped or something like that, and Blake used her semblance and her weapon and stuff to basically just hook around onto a place. And then she does that, and Adam's already there, and it's like... He was below her. He shouldn't have been able to
because he
do
wasn't
that.
in the frame when that action was happening. I'll show you. I'll go back.
Yeah, I mean maybe it's something that'll be more obvious with rewatching.
Well, I just want to say there was a tower. There's 2 levels.
Yep.
She goes up, does the cool thing, flips up here, and uses her semblance and weapon in a cool combination. All he would have had to do is go to the other side over here, jump straight up, and throw himself onto the thing there faster than she did that thing. And I would think that because she's making different, like she's throwing herself in different directions by doing it, it takes slower than it would be for him to just jump straight up the side.
But her semblance gives her instantaneous travel time for a short part of it. So like,
but it's we still get to see how much time it takes.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't have any problem with it.
But this fight's going to be awesome. It's going to be very satisfying to
this
see
is
Adam
it.
Get beat down.
This
is it's going to be fantastic.
Like I know that they're probably going to have Yang fight Adam for a part of it by herself. But I really want like a 2v1 beat down, team combos,
systematic.
Team moves, well choreographed, exciting, new music track, all the usual awesome stuff of a good hype RWBY fight. Because I think this is something that they're basically saying all this stuff here, like you said, is just the beginning.
Right.
This isn't even the fight.
Yeah.
This is just Blake being like, can you not right now? Yeah. I've been trying to avoid you. You're stalking me. Why are you freaking out saying all these contradictory statements?
Right. Yeah.
Which I think is fine if we assume that Adam gained his self-worth when Blake was gone by being the leader of something. When he failed and made himself look like an idiot at the end of Volume 5.
He's like, I have to go back to the only thing I have.
But then he killed everyone there.
Right.
In a fit of tantrum, angst edge, So he literally killed his own purpose for doing things.
He burned all the other bridges, so now Blake is the only thing he has, which will make this defeat so satisfying.
Right, because he doesn't have anything more to go out to because of his own actions.
Right. Because
which is great.
That's the thing about Adam. None of none of his motivation, and this is why I find him so like despicable and kind of pitiful, is that none of his motivation comes from inside himself. It's always from basically latching onto something else and then letting that fuel his angst. Yeah. Right? And here, he's about to lose the last bit that he's holding on to.
Yeah. He is externally motivated and selfish. Yep. And thankfully, we haven't spent time trying to make us really care about him. It's kind of a joke at this point about how despicable Adam is. It's the universally hated character. Like, there are people that like Cinder.
Right.
And there are people that like Adam for what he could be. But there's no one that looks at Adam right now and goes like, Adam is
what he's been given. Yeah.
Like Adam is the best character in the show, you know, like I love the characterization of Adam.
Although I will say the fact that he actually has like a not traditional sword, because of course he must be Adam and stuff. But the fact that I feel like whenever I think about fights with Adam, I feel like, okay, we could actually get some really good choreography here.
Oh yeah.
Because actual swordplay, like for RWBY as a show, the weapons are so unrealistic a lot of the time that it can just turn into sort of like, you know, spinning awesome tricks because everyone wants to be the gunchucks, right?
Yeah.
But with Adam, the fact that he uses a sword, this could...
Yeah, because it's easier probably to imagine a fight's flow and tempo between a sword-on-sword fight rather than a scythe versus a gun blade. Like I think about the Crow and Tyrion fight, and I reminded myself of how Crow did not use his scythe, one because it was too slow, but also because it's probably just way easier to animate the sword fighting than the actual scythe. But even when he did use his scythe, it was very clever and stuff. But this is going to be just classic, just good sword-on-sword fight.
And it's probably not going to be like Sword of the Stranger, of course. But
nothing's like Sword of the Stranger. But Sword of the Stranger is top tier of everything.
But just the fact that we can get actual sword-on-sword fighting here, and more importantly, one of the other things that I absolutely love to see when it's done is sword-on-fist.
Yes.
Which will be amazing.
Because how does that work?
Exactly.
Are we going to get at some point a block where Yang will take the sword hit on the gauntlets right here?
Potentially.
Is she going to have a part where she like catches the sword here, brings it over here, snaps it, and then like punches him?
One of the
Is
other
it all
things
going to
that
be
I
just
would love to
rolling
see,
dodge like boxing style?
If she gets so close to him and basically stays in his space so that he can't actually maneuver the sword, because you know, a sword is great for melee, right? But it's a lot different than like a dagger.
Totally.
So, you know, and of course, Adam's blade must be very long.
Yes.
So, so that if they decided to do something like that, if there's a sequence of the fight, I don't care how long it is, where Yang uses the fact that Adam has a very long weapon and she just has her fists and manages to get inside of his reach, that would be amazing. I would love it so much.
Yeah, I would love to see some really good like dodging and weaving and bobbing from Yang, and then just 1, 2, 3 down. Like,
what if we got some grappling?
Grappling, I could see being interesting. The problem I'd say with grappling is that Adam's gonna look silly doing it.
Exactly.
I guess that could be kind of fun.
Imagine if Yang got up close and just grabs his arms, and he's all trying to like, you know, and that's how the reach thing comes in, and then Yang just like breaks an arm.
What will be the team combo? What will be the team combo that they'll do against him?
Okay, here's what I would love to see. I don't think this would make sense because the way Blake does it, but what if Blake manages to get her weapon around Adam's sword arm?
Okay.
Right, and then she basically bungee gum, like, you know, leads him along while Yang just beats the crap out of him.
Sure.
Like,
what it also like could really be is a restraining mechanism for pinning him against like a tree.
Sure.
And then Yang just comes in and pop, lights out, and then they tie him up against the tree there, and they basically are like, time to talk.
You know, it'd be awesome. Yeah. Okay, this is not going to happen, but just rule of cool fantasizing. Adam tries to do his sword launch to hit Yang. Yang just catches it. And then Adam runs away, and it's a happy ending.
Sad goat. Depressed goat.
But
no, we can't call him a goat. He's just a.
Adam wishes he was a goat,
ram,
but he's not. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, but okay, if we ever get a shot where Yang is holding Adam's blade,
Yeah,
That
you called it.
That would be so awesome.
I think it's going to be a thing of her incorporating what Taiyang taught her about not just rushing in, but more being tactical. So I actually see a thing where Adam's not even going to be able to touch her.
Yeah.
And then she's going to start like pop, pop, like 1-2 when his defenses are down. He's just going to be like, oh, and she's going to be like, what are you doing, Adam? Seem to be losing it a little bit. Oh, yeah. Need to keep your guard up. I know it's difficult for you at your age, you know.
Right.
It's just like, What I do want to know though is what's the deal with him wearing the black kind of little mask thing?
Right, because
he can't see.
Well, yeah,
that's the thing. His eyes are covered. This isn't something like, Daredevil where he's got some
Unless
like top senses. I mean, maybe.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, like...
Yeah. Because we get that he has to keep the edge factor up, right? Because he doesn't have his mask anymore. We totally get that. But he still does need eyes, right?
Right.
Unless
he doesn't.
Like, because, okay. He's actually, like, half goat faunus, half bat faunus, and he has echolocation.
I mean, here's the thing. The whole faunus senses thing, if it ends up being a thing where he trained specifically to be the blind, master or whatever, that makes my respect for his competence go up even more.
Yeah.
But there's no way they're gonna do that.
Right.
There's no way. It's just too much. It's random. It comes out of nowhere. Why do it?
Right.
So I think that this has to be more of a personal thing. This has to be an emotional decision. This has to be something that's not tactical. This has to be something.
It's certainly not tactical.
Well, that's the thing. I think that he is either ashamed of his probably his eyes being scarred. I know there are a lot of people that say Adam has silver eyes, and that's why he's still keeping his eyes covered. But I want it to be something tied to his character, because right now Adam's character does not interest me from the forms of characterization. I'm excited about what other things people will do to Adam.
Exactly, right.
But if
he is
Adam,
a punching bag right
if
now.
Adam gets a sudden characterization bump because of something like his face being revealed or something like that, okay, cool. I know there are people that... There have been so many Adam theories about his mask. There was one a while back where people are like, Adam's actually human. That's the whole thing, is that his whole faunus characteristics are fake. Like, he put them on there because, he has just his own hatred to deal with.
That would be pretty twisted.
I think that was something that people were like, no, that kind of actively undermines a whole lot of other things as well.
Right.
So it's kind of not a good idea. And we don't need another Amon,
Right, exactly, yeah.
And no, you'll never be Amon, Adam. Sorry.
Exactly,
yeah. You're not Steve Bloom, for one.
Right.
But do you have any theories about Adam and why he's covering his face with this cloth?
I don't know. It could be the silver eyes thing. Like, that could be it. But, again, that's one of those things where the practicality of it needs to be explained,
That's why I think it's important.
See. Unless it's like a Ninja Turtle mask, where he actually has, like,
eyes. He has just very small slits.
Yeah, he's like,
in there.
Okay. Yeah.
I could see that. I could see that.
But then that would just be too laughable. Like,
but did that not kind of weird you out? Like the fact that he was like,
well, okay, it totally fits Adam's character.
Okay.
Because he is absolutely the type of person that would do that. Must have maximum edge.
Sure.
But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Especially since, his semblance is supposed to be the energy redirection thing, all that stuff. So
yeah, there was a debate a long time ago about how it was the sword doing that. And I'm like, okay, hold on.
I mean,
how is there a sword that does that?
The energy redirection thing, or the energy absorption doesn't make sense, but you could theoretically have something that uses dust to basically just like fling it out, But
oh god, if they're gonna like go into dust mechanics and stuff all of a sudden for the blade and just be like, this was never his semblance the whole time. Okay, cool.
Then what is his semblance?
Then his semblance can literally be anything.
Right.
And I don't really like that world.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because in some ways, then you have to go and think back on every other time that he's fought.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
And I think it would have to be some kind of semblance that would be non-combat, even.
Right.
So.
And the fact, the idea of his semblance being energy absorption and redirection, that is just so perfect.
Yeah.
Like,
oh yeah, it perfectly is. Like,
for so many reasons, like he has every edgy, angsty, like bad shonen filler villain, like,
Yep. Basically. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh, good thing this episode, Ruby and Crow. The little exchange.
That was good.
When did you grow up so quickly?
Mm-hmm.
I had great role models.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing. I was waiting for a sadder explanation.
Yep.
But then I realized, actually, that was a pretty sad explanation.
I had great role models.
I had great role models.
Yeah.
She said it positively because she's trying to encourage Crow, but there's actually, I think, a little bit of a
subliminal,
little subliminal Freudian slip there. She's basically saying,
I used to.
Yeah. I don't get to see my dad much anymore.
Right.
You know, I don't get to see you much anymore.
Not the you I remember.
Not the you I remember, sure. Yeah. What else? Penny and Pyrrha. People that she lost that were great role models for certain aspects of not necessarily adulthood, but of what it means to be a good person.
Right.
And what it means to be a leader, what it means to care, what it means to XYZ. And I love that we can look at Ruby as the ultimate, protagonist sponge in this, because let's think about it. Ruby has been, kind of through a lot of different experiences, but back when she first came to Beacon and stuff, she was kind of a neurotic, shy kid,
Sure.
Oh, I'm kind of a dork and I like my weapons and, I don't really know how to talk to people. It's kind of awkward. But what if that was it? She's just been basically trying to figure out how to do life. Everyone's older than her.
Right.
Like, everyone was a role model for Ruby.
Not necessarily a good role model.
No, of course not. But from that standpoint, Ruby is the young one in this world of half adults and full adults, and she's the one kid.
Right.
She's 2 years younger than just everyone on her team, for one. So there's that.
Well, there is someone younger than her now.
Yes, that is
kind
true.
of.
That is
half.
True. Kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sort of. The physical body part is
right. Okay. One of the things though that I thought was really funny. So that Blake and Yang send off to Blake.
Yeah.
It was super cheesy, and I realize why now. You realize now why too. And I thought of that during the episode but I didn't see why it was so funny.
So
Yang gave Blake the same send-off that Ruby gave to Zwei.
Yeah, to Zwei way back in Volume 2 at the train. She's like, go.
Yeah.
And then Zwei and breaks up. I'm so glad that you remembered that.
Because when because here I'm like, all right, the Yang and Blake, together, right, by themselves and stuff. So and this is something that could be a very like heartfelt, moment here, right?
It was.
Yeah.
That's my thing. It was cheesy and I loved it, but I couldn't help but remember the way that she said go.
Yeah.
It was so empowering and wholesome, and I'm like, I can only see Ruby talking to Zwei right now. It's amazing. I love it.
I almost didn't even see it as empowering and wholesome. I saw it as like just awkwardness. Like things are kind of awkward between them. It has been for a while.
Yeah.
So this is Yang trying to like put the right foot forward.
Sure.
Kind of a thing.
I like that too. Yeah.
But
that is wholesome.
That is wholesome.
That is wholesome.
Yes. But I had such a problem taking it seriously, but now I get it. Why? Because Blake's the cat. But yeah. So that was great.
Cat ears perked up and everything,
yeah.
dude.
And the thing is, I would not be surprised if that was completely accidental.
Oh, I don't think.
But I don't think it was.
I don't think it was.
I don't think it was. And it was the weirdest place to put a joke because there was so much like there were a lot of weirdly placed jokes in like the recent episodes and this episode too, mainly with what's her face Cordova and her
bumbling idiot soldiers who were being actually kind of wholesome when they're trying to cheer up the kid. They're like, oh no, a child, it is in the servants. Hup, 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 hup. And they're like, whoa, doing little things to cheer it up. One's like standing on his head. They continue their little act when the scene shifts away to showing Weiss, and they're in the background still
right. Or the thing of this parachute doesn't make this right.
Yes. I have to remember. We have to remember Best Stormtrooper. Remember TR8R, because one of them yelled traitor. And at Weiss in the thing. I was just like, ah. That's so perfect. That's so perfect.
I would if there was a fight that takes place in this city, let's say when they shut down the radar, then like Salem attacks or something. Who knows? I don't know. But if something like that were to happen, I would love to see the two of them actually show to be very proficient in like fighting. Actually be like, all right, it's time, and then their goofiness sort of or over
the radar isn't shut down.
Right, not yet. Right. Not yet. But assuming that Blake manages to do that, or no, because Blake's far away from there, yeah. So that's a good question, actually.
Yeah, and also this is something that, just because they get away...
doesn't mean they get away.
Well, doesn't mean that the radar is going to be down for any long period of time.
Right.
It could be down for
especially since
2
that
hours.
they're far away from the place now, so it might not actually ever get taken down.
And
they
also
might just defeat the mech and then go.
Exactly. And also we now know that Watts and Tyrion are not being sent to Argus. They're being sent to Atlas.
Right.
They bypass all the border restriction issues and they go straight to the source.
Unless Watts is like, right, but because my way of doing things is by the books, we have to pass through Argus, and that's how we get to Atlas.
Oh, shoot!
That would be crazy.
That would be hilarious.
That would be crazy.
Watts shows up, and Cordova is like, oh, the esteemed councilman. And he's like, yes, obviously.
Cordova in the mech gets a message like, the esteemed councilman is here. What? As she's like piloting the mech. And Watts is just like, something's wrong. Wait, Tyrion, we're not attacking this place. So who's that mech fighting?
Yeah, we're not attacking.
Like, what's going on?
That's actually a little bit of a worrisome thing, is that the whole thing of this conversation never happened. If Watts does show up here, because they do things by the book and they go in through this method and all that.
Yeah.
I think he's smart enough to realize that this kind of a situation would have needed to have help. I would fear some political and or just socioeconomic repercussions on just the team involved. And what if it's not just that it's her, it's that there's like 4 people that it could be. And Watts is like, you're all...
you're related to, one of the people that was trying to get through.
No. I don't think he would draw that connection. I'm just meaning that he would basically just fire them all. Just like, you all lose your jobs.
Oh.
And any like living situation that you have here, it's terminated. Cordova see to it, and then he goes to Atlas. That would be like the ultimate like dick, but like showcasing his intelligence
and
thing
proper
to do.
Introduction for Watts as an antagonistic character to
what
the
he would
characters
mean
personally, not just as we know he's in the evil League of Evil, but the characters don't know that.
Like he's smart with his words, he's smart with the way he utilizes maybe the bureaucracy.
I get like a Zorg
Atlas.
Vibe from Watts. Zorg. If you've ever seen Fifth Element, like he's serving the dark evil, And we don't know why.
Zorg is a doofus, Jacob.
Yeah, but Watts totally could be too.
Watts? What was the... Okay.
Okay, Watts probably isn't a doofus.
Watts is not a doofus.
No.
He saw Cinder's crap, and he was like, yo, Cinder, I am not going to be held responsible for your personal, emotional vendetta.
Right.
I'm out. Peace. Y'all stupid.
Yeah. But Zorg...
Zorg! Come on. You're a monster, Zorg. I know. No, that is not Watts. That's if Tyrion had a brain. Like if Tyrion... No, come on. Tyrion is cunning, but he's not book smart.
No. No. But...
Anyways, enough crazy references and stuff. This was a good, fun 13-minute episode.
Yep.
Introducing some hype stuff for next episode.
Yep. It's going to be crazy.
So looking forward to that. If you want to see the next episode's reaction, we do early access timer-based versions of that. Once this one is up with the show footage and everything, and you can check all that out in the link in the description below for our Patreon. Any sort of support on our Patreon also gets you access to our Discord, where you can chat with us about episodes as they come out and we watch them. Chat about theories and stuff. It's fun watching shows live like this. That's pretty cool. But also you can just talk about stories and whatever. And if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.